Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Timberborn, where we've got some blasting to do. That's my favorite thing to do in this game, is blasting and blowing stuff up. It's great, you know? And we've got a lot of blasting to do, so that's just gonna make me super excited. So, today, we're going to work on this. So we got our bad water discharge done for now. This will do what we need it to do, and we can keep working on getting this to where we want it to be, which means that we're going to blast down, which is going to be fun because I like explosives, and exploding things is always very entertaining for me. So we're going to let them finish filling in this box, and then we're going to start tossing in some dynamite here. We're going to blast this down, I think as far as we can go. And then we're going to bury it, or make a pipe, and then we're going to bury it. So that is step one. Okay, that's what step one looks like. So that means we're gonna have to probably blast down the side a little bit too, just to keep going with it. I want it to be wide enough for us to fit a couple power wheels in here, and simple enough for us to gain access to run the power out and over to wherever it is that we want it to go. Now, how that's going to work, I have no idea. That's something we're going to have to figure out once we get everything done. And of course, on the other side, we get to blast this out because I want the good water to get to this point faster so we can get power running here faster, because power here is good, since this is where our future industry is supposed to be going. It's kind of at a standstill right now because, well, it's another drought, and, well, we have not been doing very hot with our industry. So maybe we can work on that a little bit, getting industry moved up here. That means building on top of this, but that requires metal, and metal's in high demand because, well, we only have 2 of our smelters going. You see the conundrum here. And of course, all the builders are building on that, so that's kind of where their heads are at right now. But we don't need metal to blast this out. We need explosives. Now, that is another problem because we are kind of running low on the explosive juice. As you can tell, it's a little empty here, and a little empty there, and there's only a little bit left right here. Now, if I were a smart guy, which I never claimed to be, I would have probably blocked this off and had some sort of backup reservoir of bad tide or bad water to keep things available for us for a little bit while we waited on all of the materials to get this up and running, which requires a lot of dynamite, a lot of, I think, gears, and also metal blocks, which are in high demand. You see the problem that we've created for ourselves? So what we're gonna do today, like I said, blast this out. We can build our diversion path for our water, our good water, and then on this side we're gonna keep blasting this out for our diversion path for our bad water, which will be our diversion pipe that we're going to run out and through, and probably we might have it run around as far as we can, as long as we don't run out of metal blocks and all of the other things that we would need to build said pipe. But we don't really need to cover the pipe yet. We just need to build it, which means we get to turn on our excavator. Now that's going to require a lot of dirt to do the amount of building that I would like to do, but that is something that we can work on. So we're gonna get the beavers moving. We're gonna get them rocking and rolling, and we're gonna see what's happening here. I haven't checked on them yet. I sat down and we started recording, so here we are. All right, so let's see here. Got plenty of water. That's good. 6.9K. Nice. And then a fair amount of food stuffs, so that is awesome. You've got to love to see that. You guys, while I'm over here, we can go ahead and get that planted. They should be able to reach all of that, so there's no reason for them not to plant it. There we go. We do have 11 positions going unfilled. That's going to be all the haulers. which is fine, I think. We're going to let that rage as it is. Probably change this to just logs now, honestly, because we're done with the planks up here for now. So let's go ahead and we are going to have them go ahead and get down here. And we're going to also path along like so. And this is 5 wide. And we want this to be 5 wide as well. How deep do we need to go here? Probably not that deep. So this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So we do need to hit triples up here. Just making sure I'm lined up. Yes, I am. Sweet. So that's triples. This is all going to have to be triples here and triples here and then doubles. Come on, game. Don't fight me, please. We'll go doubles here and then singles here. We're going to have to give them stairs down to that somehow. So we'll go ahead and do that like such as, so they can, yeah, it's those 3 right there that they can't get to, which is kind of stinky. We don't like to see that. Get that there, and then we can do our path down, and then somehow finagle a way down for them to get down to there, and bada bing, bada boom. We're across, and then we can probably meet up from this side as well. That's probably the smart maneuver. So we do need triples here, and then we need doubles here. And then just a single right there. And then that should work very nice for us. Now, what we can do is do a little finagling like this. And then we could toss in like a suspension bridge. For a suspension bridge. Like that, and then we could just go stairs here and then stairs here, and then we're up on the other side, and that means that we can work from both ends. Now that brings everything down to this single level here, which is Gucci. That brings that all out. That's gonna be 1 high. Right. So that will put that on this level. Which means we need this to go down. So this is this level right here, right? So I need doubles down here, I think. That's not the right height, then we can always go ahead and fill back in, realizing that I've already put it in the wrong spot. And then we do a little something like that, and then we do a little something like this, and then we just get all excited. And there we go. That's some dynamite for us. Our haulers should be maneuvering some number up here for us here shortly. No goods selected. You're supposed to be a bad water. You guys are bored. How much do we have in the way of metal blocks? We have 3 metal blocks available to us. This requires 200. So, that's not good. Okay, and that's 300 gears and then 50 explosives. Okay. That's fine. We will have to figure that out. How are we doing power-wise over here? Let's see. Once everybody's in here working, we can determine if we need to... we're not doing too hot on anything. Okay, maybe we tear out this gear workshop right here and we throw in another... Yeah, let's do that. So let's do another smelter right here. We give this a max priority and just make sure I'm not fighting priorities over here. I'm not. Okay. Sweet. I need them to build that yesterday. And then what we should do now is put in a little something for dirt. And I think that means we expand our chocolate bar a little bit. Maybe? Just don't know how to expand it. Expand it this way. It's feasible. It's totally possible. It's totally valid solution. You have nothing to do within range, and neither do you. So now you're back to hauling. You guys are all out of power because I did the thing, and now all of our food's not getting produced. Okay, just waiting on planks and gears and scrap metal. So all the things. We're just waiting on all the things, guys. Right, we do have 2 positions going unfilled, so we can make them into builders, or 2 beavers board. That's what I meant to say. You're already told to do the thing. All right. So, in addition to the explosives, we also need to just make sure that our water does not run off on us. So that means putting up some sort of barrier. I don't think it's necessary. Once we get the dynamite in, it should do what we need it to do. And honestly, I don't think that this entire box is necessary, because we're not doing what I originally planned to do with this, right? I do have another plan for this. And it's a very long-term goal, very long-term plan, and I love the idea of it. But it also requires a lot of material, a lot of beavers, a lot of everything. And I think that's going to be like the very last thing that we do. I think that's where that's going to have to be. But I digress. We're going to let them keep working on all of that. Continue to stare at all the beavers that are hungry and thirsty as they run about and do all of the building and all the hauling. And they're doing that well into the next morning. So their entire sleep schedules are going to be foobarred. Maybe... Well, if I had metal blocks, I could do that. I don't have metal blocks, though. That takes 200. We have 11. 211 are very, very disparate numbers here, guys. There's a big number disparity between those two. You know, we got a tiny number, and then you've got big number. Tiny number is way too far from the big number. It is taking forever to get closer. Wrong. All right. So... I think what we're going to do is go ahead and delete another one. And we're going to toss in another smelter. I know this is silly, this is ridiculous, but I don't have the metal blocks to build more engines. So I can't support it. I cannot support just putting in more back here until I have more metal blocks to produce engines. Right? You see the issue here? Yeah, I see the issue here. Okay. Let's see here. Is that a single? And it's doubles. Okay. So I want that right there. And then I want to tear this road out. Then yell roadhouse for no reason other than it just popped into my head while I was thinking about removing that road. Darn you, Family Guy. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Rip that out. This will be a temporary spot for dirt to start going. This is going to hurt our beavers, but it's going to hurt me than it hurts them, okay? I have to stare at them as they not work, so I feel as though that's about the same, right? I'm upset that they're not working. They're upset that they're not, that they're hurt, and I think that's where we're at, you know. Okay, that's in. You should have all the logs and all the scrap metal that you need. Do we have? Yeah, we've got plenty of scrap metal over here. I do need to change this over to the basic one because they're going to be sat on their bums here shortly with no extract to work with. Yeah, we're just going to go base scrap metal. Basic scrap metal. I think we can empty this stuff out. Since that is no longer a need here, we're not going to prioritize that. We're just going to hit accept here. Neat. Neat. I have too many beavers that are injured. Yep. See? You see the conundrum here? The problems that we have created for ourselves, they're enormous. They're massive. Okay. Let us go ahead and start laying in our dynamite here. So that is very easily a triple. Well, I do want to go to the bottom of the thing, so I don't think that I need to be concerned with anything here. But I do just want to make sure that we're not causing any problems for myself in the interim. Because we don't necessarily have the ability in the city to do the things yet. Because again, we're out of, you know, the stuff in the things. The stuff and the things are lacking. Okay, that goes in there. We can just go ahead and path back like such as, and we can do the same on this side, and we'll go ahead and path in along here, and then there's not much I could do there, but we can over here do nothing helpful. Well, they can reach that from the stairs, so I don't need to get down there. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. That will give them plenty of things to do for a minute. So that's always nice. Gave them some logs and planks to work with. The box is done. So that's cool. You know, that's pretty neat. They are laying the dynamite. So that is even more cool. We will path over for them to make their lives just a little bit easier. And we've got 12 days left in this drought. What we can do is actually put in some levees right here. I don't want the water flowing backwards. Right? Yeah. There's no need for it to be flowing backwards. We want it to go this way. Water, good water, go this way. We do good things with the good water. Yes. There we go. Sweet. That is in. And now we wonder why this is dried out. That's not good, guys. Not good at all, guys. Do I have any water stored up anywhere? I do. Yeah, we're just going to open that. And this should be open, open, open. Why did you let... Well, it's all in here. It's all in here. I don't... feel like the sluice gates here were a mistake. So I'm going to close this. I'm just going to close it. I need the water to stay in here. Okay, that should stop at 0.65. Yes. Should stop. Hello? Okay, it's all closed. Okay, and that should hopefully keep it hydrated for the next couple of days. Huh. Yeah, we have 10 injured beavers now. I wonder why that happened. I wonder why I have 10 injured beavers. Yeah, I can't quite put my hand on it. You know, can't quite figure it out. Strange. All right, well, that'll have to do. My master plan is falling apart just about as fast as I anticipated it would. But we have dirt now, guys. Look, we have 72 units of dirt. And this stuff hasn't gotten in yet because all of the builders are up here putting in dynamite, which is good because that's kind of what I told them to do with their lives. So that's pretty Gucci. That is brilliant, and you love to see it. All right, how are we doing metal block-wise? What are they expending the metal blocks on? What am I using metal blocks on right now? Where are they going? Into there. Yes. Yes. Good beavers. Good beavers. Oh, thank you. It's just waiting on metal blocks. Okay. All right. That is an acceptable expenditure of my metal blocks because I need the bad water. Okay. Highly acceptable expenditure of our metal blocks. Yes, yes, very good. Very, oh, come on, game. Don't fight me. Okay, there we go. 10 days left. How are we doing up here? They are doing pretty good so far. They haven't touched this yet. Give that a priority. And I think what we need to do actually is just bump this priority-wise so we can start doing things with our time. Because right now, they're about to run out of extract. And I kind of need that for, you know, stuff and things here. You know, stuff and things more important than a little bit of an explosive party for me. Because 9 days without beaver replenishment, it's quite painful, actually. So that one, and I think these two I can probably rip out next. So that's on the short list as well. But that, I think these also take metal blocks to put in, so we might have to, yeah, we'll have to wait on that for a little bit. Yeah, that stinks. Okay, how is this doing? Are you guys keeping up with the water demand? Not really. I just don't have enough haulers. So I'm going to pause you and pause you. You also do not need to be in there because this has water now for 9 days. It's probably not enough. However, this should, well, that's not going to stay full. That's no bueno. No bueno. You don't like it? Okay. I don't want to stare at this for the next 30 minutes as it takes as they finish building all of the metal blocks. I'm tempted to, But that would not be a good use of my time, nor a good use of your time. So I'm not going to do that. And I hope that you guys appreciate that. Okay. Don't say I never gave you anything good here, guys. Alright? We're going to pull back on the builders a little bit, though, so we can fill this position in just a tad bit. Construction lacks materials. Yes, I'm aware of that. Out of water. Yes, I'm aware of that. You are out of bad water. And you are also out of bad water. So you guys don't need to be there. Now you can go be haulers. Good. Be productive members of society instead of sitting on your tuckuses, twiddling your thumbs at the front door. See? You see? Like this guy right here. We got Triforce Shadow here. Sat on his rump. Staring off into space. But he's getting up every once in a while to fill in... Well, fill in the hole. You know, so that's a good thing. That's what we need our beavers to be doing. Alright. Explosives are going in. We have still 196. They should be going in here soon. Oh, did I? Oops. My bad. My bad. They should now be going in here soon and filling in with, just tossing in the explosives, and then they can just backfill with the extract when we get to the point where the extract is available, which it is not. We are officially out. That is not a good thing to see. Nobody likes to see it. Not one bit. Now, that has now all officially dried up. I thought that that would last longer than that here, guys. What on earth? So that's all going to be lost. That's kind of stinky. Okay, I need to fix this. How do I fix it, though? How do I fix this? How do I fix it? Rip this out. That's what I need to do. Just don't have the metal blocks to rip it out and do the stuff with. I also want to blast this down. I want to blast all of this down, honestly. But I need water to stay in here, which means I need you to not just randomly throw all of the water out. Do I replace that with dams again? Is that what I need to do? Can I just set this to 0.65? Close at depths above 0.65. And then on top of that, any extra spillover? Is that what I need to do? And then this stuff. Well, it's this end that's causing the problem, right? And I need this to stop pouring all of my good water in here, my irrigation water, into this reservoir. Maybe I just need to remove my reservoir. Maybe that's what I need to do. And then that's just a matter of, yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I need to move my reservoir. Well, I've said I've wanted to build over here for a minute, so maybe that's what we can start working on, since we're kind of at a standstill on all of this until we get more extract. They're going to be just placing dynamite for the next 6 to 9 years, so maybe we can have our builders work on that. So let's go ahead and do that then. Okay. So we need to come over here, and we need to come down here, and then we need to come down here. Oh, do I want that to come down? No, I want this to be a levee. Not what I wanted to happen there, but that's fine. Alright, then we do something like this, and then something like this and this. And then somehow finagle something in right here. Rip out the erroneous, unnecessary dam work there. Clear that out there as well. Toss in a place for them to walk around, like such as. And then go ahead and give them a path up and around. Probably smarter to do something like this. We do a little bit of that right here. Then we toss this in right there. Then we path down like that. There we go. Boosh. This will be that. We'll have that set to obtain, and we can have our haulers do hauling things here soon. Boom, boom. Give me a double right here. All right. We are getting pretty far away, but that's anticipated. And then we fill this in like so. And cut the corner here. Boom, boom. Sweet. And then we come across, and then we can somehow get down here. And we'll back that up there. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Probably fill that back one little bit more. There's no reason to have that like so. That's one little bit more of water available to us. Why not? And then we do something like this. And then that needs to go one more higher. One more higher. Like that. And then we come across this back end. And I don't know. And if anybody does know whether or not they rectified the problem with dams being on the edge of the map. If anybody has any idea about that, I would appreciate that. Because this is... I would like to save myself some material by not having to go all the way to the back here. We are going to fill in all the way back to this edge, though. Like that. And that needs to go up one higher. Well, I can just have a little bump out, I guess. Hello? Why am I having depth perception issues? That is 2, 4. That is 4. That should be the same height. Yeah, that's the same height. Okay, sweet. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll have a little bump in. Like this. And then this will come along this backside. We'll do something like this. And then... and this goes like that. And then our dams will be on top of there. like this. Now, in theory, I don't need this. Technically, I do not need that. So we can do this. And then we can do this. And then they can do something like this and like this. And they can walk on top of there and get all the way back in there. So that would be not a bad idea. And you are one higher than the rest of the system is. So I need to rectify that. Okay, so that means levees here. We do that. We do this. We do that. We do this. And we rip out our dams that we unnecessarily put on here, capping this off. And then we put in our levees again. And then we put our, not our floodgates. Then we put our dams on there, and then we do our levees the rest of the way across. And that should, if my game would stop fighting me, that should be fine. We do need to toss in single platforms here now. Now, that's a lot of work for them to get into. This is waiting on the last 100, or on the last 83 more metal blocks, which are on their way, so that is good. Our breeding has halted because, well, we're out of extract. We've got 2.2 days left of our drought, which is not good, but this is all in, so that is good. Don't know why they haven't put these explosives in yet. We've got the explosives for them to do that. They are placing them right now, so that is helpful. So in the future, when they do have access to all of the things, they should be able to get that knocked out relatively quickly. What are our builders working on right now, other than just running explosives in and out of here? It should be the extent of their duties, right? I do need to get up here and fix some of this. So let's do that. So let's do that, and then go ahead and rip this out as well. And then we do floodgate on top of here. Then we go like that. And then we go like this. And then I need to give them access to that somehow, which means coming in like this and like that, and then we do something like that, and then we do a path right here, and then there, and then that is connected to everything theoretically. And that means they should be able to get up and around town, right? Yes. Sweet. So let's go ahead and give this a max priority. That's already max priority, so our builders should come and knock that out. I could just attack it from this side. That would be the rational thing, and I probably will do that now that I'm looking at the mess that I'm creating. I've already got the stairs available. Okay, fine. I'll do the rational thing as opposed to the irrational thing. Alright. Does that make you feel better? Does that make you happier? No. There we go. There. Now you guys can do the things, okay? Alright. Sweet. This is nearing being empty. What are the builders doing now? Last few metal blocks. I do need the water to actually come through here so I can get this power moving. But I don't have the means to do that yet. Yay. I could rip this out. That would split the water, and it would go half this way and half that way, and that'd be barely any power generation. So I don't think that that's the answer there. Oh my goodness. I have worked myself into a corner here, and it's not a very pretty corner. Or painted myself into a corner, I think is how that saying goes. Which is very poorly planned on my behalf. Very poorly planned. Okay, I need you guys to build that in that place. I don't know what my builders are currently doing other than running explosives. I guess that's all that they're doing. They're just running explosives right now. Which is fine. Okay, I was concerned there for a second. I was like, why is that filling in the corners there? It's like, oh, well, alright, whatever. Okay, water should be moving, and that should be open. It is, and that is open as well. I remember doing the things there. This should... Come on, guys. Can we do the things faster, please? You know, I'm not asking for much here. Alright, let's get this moving again. And then let's get this turned back on. Because we need that yesterday. I think we can pause some of these positions, but I don't want to. I like having copious amounts of water available to us. Alright, water is moving. This is now open. And that should mean that we've got water flowing. What did I set this to? Flows at depths of 1.9. Which isn't very helpful, honestly. It's not helpful at all. Were sluice gates here the wrong answer? I think the answer is yes, and they were the wrong answer. Like 1.65, that should put it at here-ish, right? I think that's the level. Which, in theory, it should never reach that. But that also means that... So, 1.65, it should reach. Once this side gets full, this side, or those should close. Now, where that water goes, I don't have an answer for. So, I need a way for spillage to make it through, or have a place for that to go. Which means I need a bypass. Which means I need a floodgate that's a bypass. So I could, well, I don't have a way to get, see, that's the problem. I don't have a way to get over, well, I can tear this, and that's a comment I did see. We just got the water, guys. Can I have water, please? Instead of, you know, just giving me a drought. You just ended the drought. It's this. You just did the thing. You just did the thing, game. You just gave me a minimum temperate cycle. You're not letting me catch back up with all of my other demands. So I guess I will suck it up, Buttercup. Alright, so I want you guys to close at upstream depth, or downstream depth of 0.95, which should happen. And I want you to close at downstream depth of 0.95. That means you should open, theoretically. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Because none of... No, give me the sluice gates. Just open. Maybe that's what I just do. I just open the sluice gates during... And I just close them during the drought. I think that's the only answer I can have for now. And maybe I tear these sluice gates out and I put in floodgates. I don't know. I want the sluice gates because I want the automation. That's why they're there. That's why I have them in the first place. So, these are fully open. Don't know... Well, that's why, because I don't have you guys set to automagic. That should regulate that, because now all of that's open, and that should clear up some of this mess. So that's Gucci. Cool. Flooding disaster averted. Now, these sluice gates should be down. They should be closed. Why are they not closed? Because these are open. Because that's a 0.95. Okay. And that's just open, so the water's just flooding through. Okay, well, It's not cool, Charlie Brown. It's alright. Because this is almost done. We're on the last 28. With this open constantly, and if we block this off, we can fit in a few power wheels into the system here. And then that will provide us some power, even during the droughts. And we can just run that up to here, and then we'll have more juice. And that's not a bad thing. I like juice. Okay, juice is good. Juice means we do things with ourselves. By that I mean we get to continue doing good beaver things, okay? Guys, never mind. Just disregard. We are not doing too hot in the way of mushroom production. Maybe I turn these on and have them be mushroom houses? We're just not keeping up with that. But I don't have the workers right now to fill those positions. So I wanted to tear these guys out, but I needed metal blocks for those. So that's why I did not do that thing. Okay. I now need to do this, which means doing this, right? I need to close this. Oh, give me the sluice. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Then close the sluice, which means this should stop. Which means this should stop. Which means this should stop. Which means this should fill up to... I want that to stop there. So that stops. And that backfills. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. I don't have anywhere near enough water to meet the last that long. Okay. Well, I've got enough water for the beavers. That's what really matters. We might lose some mangroves. This should slowly trickle fill in. Now that I've got this side not constantly feeding into this, theoretically, we should be okay. I think. Hey. All right. How close are we to this being done? 13 more metal blocks. Okay. So that is happening. What? How are we doing here? Productivity is poopy. Productivity is poopy. Productivity is poopy. And you've even got high prioritized or already prioritized for hauling. So yeah. Hmm. Alright, that's just gonna have to be what it is. I don't have a solution. I honestly don't. Other than ripping this entire system apart and restructuring it. Which I'm tempted to do, honestly. I'm very tempted to do that. But I just don't have it. If I had metal blocks. If I just had metal blocks. If I just had metal blocks. And I could move all of industry up here. Put all of the power systems back in here. Top of this. Or even back here, honestly. Maybe that's what we do. I don't even have the beavers to start having them tear that metal scrap down. So I might as well I'll just put in some scavenger flags here. That's 3 positions. They should be able to get there. No, they cannot get there. Okay, well, that's easily rectified with that and this. There we go. Now they can get there. They did get this in, so that's nice. That's very nice of them. I appreciate you doing that, so that's cool. They are still putting all the dynamite in down here. Okay, I need it done so I can have power, right? So that's why I'm not pulling this down on the priority list, because I need it done. It needs to get done. Otherwise, I don't have power up here, which means my metal production is slowed down, which means the rest of the production line, or my future production plans are at a standstill. Again, power limitations. All right, sweet. Maybe this is done. Open sesame. Oh, give me that dirty juice. Yes. Yes. That dirty juice. It's gonna flood everywhere. Oh, that's what we wanted to see. That's what we want to see. Oh, it's glorious. All right. I would like to block this off. So levees go like that. Yes and yes. Yo. Now metal blocks are going to be stockpiled. Now this is done. We have a constant source of bad water, which means we have a constant source of juice or extract, which means we have a constant source of double and triple explosives. That means that they can actually get in here and finish putting all of this in for us, which means that we do even more greater and bigger booms and all the fun stuff. I thought we would have more booms happening in this episode, and it's just been a matter of me just staring off into space, wondering why I've foobarred everything. Which, sure, that's every episode, and I understand that that's every episode. But you don't have to call me out like that, okay? You know, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I understand that that's every episode. But, you know, I'd like to believe I'm not a complete nincompoop. Right? You guys don't have to answer that. Alright. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, I don't believe that I need this many in here, since this is just such a slow side of farmage here. So that'll give me 2 beavers. I want to put them into something that's going to be helpful for us. Well, I don't have anything that's going to be helpful for us, other than more of that. I can come back in here and question my sanity for a second, and then do something like this. So, can I put that on that? I cannot, which means I'm going to have to do something like this in order to get over that. Put the question there in on top of that. So let's pause it so I don't do something ridiculous. So does that go over? No, it does not. So that needs to be a triple. Yeah. Which, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that means that we need to do something like that, and that, and that. Then a double on top of those. And triples all along this backside. And I kind of want to do the same all the way across, but that's fine for now. That goes like that. Would it be cheaper to do metal platforms? Probably not, right? These are 12. That's only a 5x5. Have I done this math in the past? I feel like I have. So that's a 1x6 is 12. In order to make 6 of these, you get a 6x6. It'd be 72 metal blocks versus 90 metal blocks. Sure, I expend other materials to get that 6x6, but I think that's better. Maybe. I could be wrong. It's highly likely that I am very wrong, but that's fine. That'll be something they can start working on a little bit as they also continue to put all of this in. So that's cool. That's great. That's brilliant. I love to see that. Water is holding steady. This should not be filling in at all. But somehow downstream depth has gotten higher. So I think this is actually... yeah, it is filling it in. So I just need to close this. Close. Close. No. Close, please. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll just open that up. And close that. We'll let some of this go into here. Why not? There. We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be doing a little spillage here. Like, this should stop. Well, I kind of do want it feeding into here a little bit, don't I? Because it is irrigating stuff, but it's not really irrigating anything because I've got these guys irrigating everything. I don't know. And we're down to this last little puddle of water to last us another 22 days. So, yeah. That's not good. Not good at all. And what are my metal blocks going to right now? And I wish that they'd finish these. I keep giving them more stuff to do. Like build this monstrosity. Which is all just waiting on extract, which means I probably should build another centrifuge, but I don't have the materials to build another centrifuge because that takes metal blocks. Do you see? We're back to this cycle. It's always it's this cycle of. Does that mean we're playing with the definition of insanity here, beating our head against? Is that how what's happening here? I feel like that's what's happening here, and I don't like it because I don't like the idea. Well, where did I? They're moving the metal blocks around. Okay, that's fine. I thought we just lost like 30. So the haulers are moving metal blocks. Where, I do not know, but they are moving them somewhere. Which is fine. Okay, I want them to move. I want them to do their jobs, okay? They're doing good beaver jobs. Which is great. It's also great that they changed the recipe for this. That is fantastic that they changed the recipe for this. Let's change this to scrap metal, and then honestly we could probably... Am I full on this? No, let's change this to scrap metal as well. And this can be a supply button. And this can be a supply button. And this, maybe we could just bring food over here. We store berries over here for no reason other than we can? Sure, why not? Give them some more foodstuffs to eat over here. Now, water is moving, that's going, and that's grooving. We're doing okay on food. I'm just not happy with where it's at. Like, normally, when I look up here, I see 1,200 or what is it? Hey, what are these boxes? 1,200 boxes? Is that what they are? Yeah, like 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Like everything has 1,200. And I'm not sure what the bottleneck is. Well, I think I do know what the bottleneck is. I just don't have enough fermenters running. I think that's it. But, well, yeah, I've got plenty of fermented soybeans. I just don't have enough. I don't have that much in the way of mushrooms. But I have 347 mushrooms that just haven't been fermented yet. And I think that these guys... What's the recipe for fermented mushrooms? Where's soybeans, mushrooms? So 4 turns into 16. So that that's 1,200 mushrooms or fermented mushrooms that we could be eating. So that's just, yeah, see, the productivity is abysmal for these guys. So this guy, Kissy Kitten here, is having to run halfway across the world to acquire the mushrooms, even though they're right here. They're right there. You're not running halfway across the world. It's right there. So... does that mean that I need to think about a different delivery system? I think the answer is yes. Yes, I do. which means I need to think about an entirely new layout, which is fair, which is fine. I don't mind thinking about that. That's something for me to think about next time. I've got to go. I've got to do the things. I've got to sleep and whatnot. So, we're going to leave it there in the middle of a drought. Running out of water. Running out of food. Running out of all the things. But we got bad water. That's a good thing. Saying bad water's a good thing. You know, it's fine. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button if you would be so kind. If you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate that little subscribe button hit too. That would be greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys keep rocking in the free world wherever you are in the world. Make sure you guys stay nice and hydrated. Stay nice and thirsty, my friends. Keep your beaver nice and hydrated as well. And we'll catch you all in the next episode of Timberborn Z. Wow. See ya!